It's with a heavy heart that I do this video, man. LIrv Gotti was just declared dead after suffering his second stroke due to complications from diabetes. And man, I feel this one right here. I had to stop what I was doing and do this video because LIrv Gotti really is a part of hip hop history and our childhood. Before I even get to the Ja Rule and Ashanti and Murder Inc. stuff, LIrv Gotti was instrumental in bringing DMX to Def Jam. He's the reason DMX and the Rough Riders got a whole deal at Def Jam. He's the reason that Jay-Z and Dame Dash was able to get a deal with Rockefeller at Def Jam. LIrv Gotti was one of the first heavyweight. LIrv Gotti was to Def Jam what P. Diddy was to Uptown Records, if that makes sense. Same way P. Diddy put out Jodeci, LIrv Gotti was the reason that Def Jam had Jay-Z, had DMX, and even Murder Inc. Murder Inc. was actually the third label that he brought on to Def Jam. And just doing this video gives me a heavy heart because LIrv Gotti was a producer, a producer's producer. He had so many hit records, was behind the scenes of so many hit records. He literally wrote the soundtrack of our childhood, and this is actually crazy. And this is even before getting to Murder Inc. And now we gotta touch on the Murder Inc. Ja Rule, Ashanti. Wherever Ja Rule is at, send Ja Rule some love right now because this man was literally his brother. We watched what Ja Rule and LIrv Gotti did to people, just a producer and a DJ. Sometimes that's really all you need in hip hop. And Ja Rule and LIrv Gotti really gave that vibe. Again, and I was really having a whole thought before I did this video just about Queens and hip hop in general. A lot of hip hop came from Queens. Queens is responsible for a lot of hip hop. I really feel like hip hop is really all parts of New York, Harlem, the Bronx, Queens, Staten Island, Brooklyn just come together. And when I was doing this video, I really thought how big LIrv Gotti was to Queens hip hop. Again, this man was a living legend, and have him declared dead, I really feel this. Those Ja Rule and Ashanti joints is really set the template of modern music. Even right now, a rapper and an R&B singer collaboration still goes. And LIrv Gotti and Ja was responsible for a lot of stuff. This man was a hit maker, a bona fide hit maker. I really have nothing negative to say that man, and that's about that man. Even LIrv Gotti had his flaws. Even a couple videos he was doing with about Ashanti and all the other stuff. That's just how LIrv Gotti was. This man was exactly who he was at all times. A pure Queens dude. If you met some dudes from Queens, they really like LIrv Gotti. That's why I never got mad. If you met anybody from Queens, you from New York, everybody that's probably outside of New York that see LIrv Gotti be like, why he so aggressive and like that? That's really how New York and Queens dudes. Even when he was young, LIrv Gotti gave the characteristics of a 75-year-old cantorious neighbor, like that old neighbor next door. LIrv Gotti was just always rude and abrasive. That old New York vibe, and LIrv